There is a question that visits people in the quietest hours. Am I still here because I love this person? Or because I'm terrified of what happens if I leave? If that question has crossed your mind, it doesn't mean your love isn't real. It means something deeper in you is asking to be heard. This video isn't about telling you to stay or go. It's about helping you understand why you're staying. A quick note before we begin. This video is for reflection and education, not professional advice. Fear doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers very reasonable things like, "It's safer this way." Think of the children. What if you regret leaving? These thoughts aren't signs of weakness. They are signs you are human. But when fear becomes the only reason you stay, you're no longer choosing a relationship. You're managing fear. If you're sitting with that quiet uncertainty right now, you feel stuck between what feels right and what feels safe. Welcome to the Bridge Forward. This is a space for honest conversations about life, before, during, and after divorce. A place where we replace confusion with clarity and fear with understanding. You don't have to decide anything today. You just have to be willing to look honestly. So let me quickly share a very simple way for you to understand what love feels like versus fear. Love, even when it's hard, feels like expansion in your body. There is warmth, there is connection. Fear, on the other hand, feels like contraction. You might not feel unhappy. You might feel numb or even tight, like you're holding your breath through your own life. Your mind can rationalize for years, but your body tells you the truth in seconds. Let's name the 3 silent jailers. I call them jailers because they keep you stuck. They do this quietly but powerfully. The first is the starting over fear. It sounds like, "Oh, I've built my whole adult life here. What if I can't rebuild? Where would I even start?" The second jailer is the family fallout fear. And this one usually sounds like, "Oh my God, I will devastate my children. My family will be disappointed. My kids will hate me. Oh no, I'll be the first person in my family to walk away from a marriage." And the third is the regret fear. What if I leave and realize I made the biggest mistake of my life? I've felt all 3 of these fears. So if you're feeling them right now, you're not alone. And if there's another fear that's holding you, name it. Because fear loses power when it's spoken. But here's the question we rarely ask. What if you stay and regret never choosing yourself? Here's a small safe experiment you can do right now. Imagine all the fears disappeared. Your financial security is guaranteed. Your kids are resilient and understanding. Everyone, including your family, supports your choice. Now ask yourself, would I still choose this marriage? I don't want you to answer out loud. Just notice what happens in your body. That's your truth trying to come to the surface. For years, I told myself I was staying for practical reasons. The kids were young, and I didn't want to disrupt their lives. But the truth is this: they were paying attention to what was happening in our home. One day, one of my children asked if I was always gloomy because of their dad. Another told me I should make myself happy, that I only had one life to live. I knew then that I couldn't keep raising my children in a home that felt toxic and unhappy. My finances weren't great, I had just started a stable job, so I kept telling myself it wasn't the right time. But when I finally got quiet enough to listen, I realized those weren't reasons. They were fear dressed up as logic. Naming that fear didn't tell me what to do, but it told me why I was stuck. And that was the beginning of everything. Staying because of fear doesn't make you weak or foolish. It makes you human. But here is your permission slip. You are allowed to want more than just not being afraid. You are allowed to want actual happiness, actual peace, actual love. I want you to know this. Clarity begins when you stop confusing fear's whisper for love's voice. If this resonated, I've created a quiet starting place for you. It's called the Clarity Workbook. It's a private digital space for reflection. The link is in the description if you want it. And if you want more conversations like this, subscribe to The Bridge Forward. You don't have to navigate this alone anymore.